What's going on, guys? Greg and John here today. We're gonna watch from Spider-Ward. New Spider-Man suit leaked. Major Spider-Man No Way Home leaks.
Just everything's leaking.
Everything's leaking. You know what else is leaking? My car. I just got back after being stranded at the bank for 3 hours. Got the car towed. 5 minutes after I got back, this dropped. Heck yeah!
What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, and today we have some really big Spider-Man No Way Home leaks. And these come in the form of Lego leaks, and also
then you know it's real.
Concept art for a new Spider-Man suit. So we have the concept art for the new Spider-Man suit, but the new Spider-Man suit is also shown in the Lego leaks. Lego sets that are supposed to go out to the public soon, but have been leaked ahead of time. Now, before you bat your eyes at this happens a lot, and they usually are pretty revealing. I remember the Lego leaks for Avengers Endgame all ended up being pretty much 100% true. And they actually gave away the final scene at the end where Thanos attacks the Avengers compound. So just because it's a Lego leak, don't brush it off. They're usually pretty revealing. And this one in particular is very revealing. And for those who are wondering if they are real or fake, I have seen them on the actual Lego site, and I did post that link on Twitter for people to see.
Wait, so why were they on the Lego site?
So let's go ahead and just jump right into it, talk about what everything means, including 2 new Spider-Man suits and a scene where Spider-Man is in the Sanctum. And of course, if you love the MCU and want to stay up to date on everything, including Spider-Man No Way Home, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any
Warren.
videos. So there are actually 2 different Lego leaks, and let's go ahead and just talk about the first one and kind of get it out of the way. Because this one is a Vulture and a Spider-Man drone fight. Ooh. Now, don't automatically just go thinking that, oh, this is a scene that's going to happen, because as we can see at the very top of the box here, it says inspired by Marvel Studios' Spider-Man Homecoming. So this doesn't actually confirm that Vulture is going to be in the film, and this is going to be a big fight scene in No Way Home. But Vulture is most likely in the movie, which is why they are releasing a Lego set with him in it. Otherwise, why release the Lego set at all? But the big part to notice about this one is that Spider-Man seemingly has a new suit. Now again, this could be nothing since it is inspired from Homecoming, but maybe he does get 2 new suits throughout the film, because the other Lego leaks that we're about to talk about actually do reveal a new suit, a new Iron Spider suit. And this new set really is the big one to talk about. This set is not inspired by another movie, it is indeed a set from Spider-Man No Way Home, and it does have a lot in it. Now there are actually 2 of Peter in the Sanctum, and MJ is there as well. And one actually looks pretty peaceful. Peter is on some type of a bike. Doctor Strange has a wrench in his hand, so it looks like they're trying to fix the bike. His cloak is flying behind Spider-Man. Wong is on the computer, and it looks like MJ also has a wrench or some type of tool in her hand as well.
Does Spider-Man have a spider bike in this?
I want the spider bike.
That would be so cool.
Perfect for pizza time.
If this is something where they are building it to, you know, Spider-Man's always getting help from other people to put his suit together, and then here now he'll get help to put his special bike together if the bike is being used.
They'll weave parts of the cloak into the suit so that he's got special magic, mystical powers, so that like last time, you know, Iron Spider, then he's like Iron Man, now he'll be like Doctor Strange Spider-Man. It'd be perfect.
It looks like from this box that they're all working on this one bike together.
Yeah. Wong's researching bike schematics. MJ's jumping in to help, even the cave's trying to help out. It's an important bike, and it's the key to everything.
Now, we knew Doctor Strange was going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home. We knew that he was going to be somewhat of a mentor to Peter Parker. However, perhaps he's not so much of a mentor to Peter Parker than we thought he was. Now, obviously, with Peter Parker's identity being revealed that he is indeed Spider-Man, he needed a place to stay, and what better place to stay than the Sanctum?
It looks cozy.
Doctor Strange will be a little bit of a mentor to Peter Parker, but I don't think Peter is just going to be relying on Doctor Strange the entire film, which is what a lot of fans were kind of upset about. They want to see Peter finally on his own, and I think that's what we'll see.
This Lego leak does not represent that.
This is Peter plus ensemble.
And trying to help him with the whole identity crisis. Then from there, I think the multiverse blows up, and Peter and Doctor Strange might kind of part ways, because Strange is going to have to deal with a lot, and Peter is going to have to deal with a lot as well.
Get on your bike, Peter.
As we all expect, the other Spider-Man are going to jump in. But let's continue to look at this Lego leak, because the other version shows something very different than the peaceful scene that we saw in the first one. The second version shows a lot of chaos, and it looks like there is some type of mechanical scorpion being attacking them. I'm going to assume this is Scorpion because it's green and it has the pincers, and it just
got that
looks
gold
like a
spider logo.
And it looks like Scorpion is actually
How about
going
the thing on
to
the far left?
attack the Sanctum. In this, we can
no, that
actually
thing.
see
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's kind of managed
Yeah.
to capture Wong. We see Spider-Man is hanging on the wall, shooting a web at Scorpion. Doctor Strange seems to have just come through a portal, and it looks like even MJ is involved in this battle somehow. It looks like she's carrying some type of candles in her hand, but we don't know the actual context of the scene. Perhaps she is simply trying to run away and hide. Because if this Scorpion is
He's trying to steal the bike.
MJ is in pretty big trouble and doesn't really stand a chance. But luckily Spider-Man is there, and Doctor Strange is there as well.
Okay, so he's saying back here at the bottom, that's Scorpion,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It seems like there's going to be a big fight scene that goes down at the Santorium, which is not something I expected out of this movie.
No.
Didn't expect a big fight.
No big fights. No
Not-
action.
Just not at the
Just a
Sanctum
lot of people
Santorium.
debating the multiverse.
Well, at the bottom of the Lego picture, there are only 4 characters featured there, which would be, okay, yeah, so it's got to be Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya, and Johnny Cage. So let's
yeah. The crossover we've been waiting for.
Now, this actually poses a pretty big question, and I think this falls back to a leak that we heard about a couple of months ago that really ties everything together. But first, let's talk about that new suit. Spider-Man has a little bit of a new suit, and it does look like it's somewhat of a combination of his Iron Spider suit and another suit. It actually kind of looks like the Iron Spider suit from the Civil War comics, as Paul from Heavy Spoilers pointed out on Twitter. Now, Spider-Man has pretty
Paul,
much
shout
gotten a
out.
new suit in each film that we've seen so far, so we would be foolish to not expect him to get a new suit in this film. However, this suit seems like it is simply the Iron Spider suit, and perhaps a little bit more technology is put on it, or perhaps maybe even some type of magical spell from Doctor Strange. Clearly, in these
Does
leaks,
it
they
come
are
in
working
more
on some
black?
mechanical pieces. Perhaps it's not just the bike that they were working on, perhaps it's a suit as well.
Mechanical
And also,
Spider-Man.
Happy could
They're
very
trying to
much
put
still
the
be
bike
in
into the
picture, and
suit.
I do expect to see him in Spider-Man No Way Home.
He's banging
So
Aunt
another option
May.
is that he simply got an upgraded Iron Spider suit from Happy. Tony Stark was notorious for making multiple different versions of essentially the same suit, but each with their own little different tweak, so he probably made more than one Iron Spider suit for Peter Parker.
I will say, like, as much as I prefer watching Spider-Man in a more grounded suit, one that he preferably stitches together himself, I feel like with all the craziness that is being just revealed, leaked, teased, an upgraded armored suit seems like something of the necessity. And I would be curious that if Toby and Andrew are indeed in this movie, if there is a scene where they are commenting on, like,
There's
why
gotta
do you
be.
have, like, this super armored suit? I could have benefited from this, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's how they'll have their cake and eat it too. Is you'll get the classic suits with all the blue and red, you know, with the Toby and Andrew, and then you'll have this new Iron Spider
Yeah.
suit with all the black accenting and all the technology, and then you'll get your joke stuff, but it'll probably also help him with multiversal, time and space travel.
1,000%.
So it definitely looks like Peter is going to be getting a new upgraded suit in No Way Home. But as I mentioned, there also seems to be some concept art leaked of the new suit. And as we can see here, it looks pretty dang cool. It definitely has a lot more gold on it. In fact, the emblem on the chest is entirely gold. And this definitely looks more like the Civil War suit that we got from the comics. Now, this actually looks pretty similar to some concept art that we got for the Iron Spider suit for Avengers Infinity War. However,
is pretty
it
cool.
is different as we can see here.
It
And
is
this
pretty
new
sick.
suit looks absolutely
Especially with those gold gauntlets too.
the Iron Spider suit to return in No Way Home. Now, as I mentioned before
That's
about
a
the
cool
Lego
design.
leaked scene, it's a pretty big deal. The fact that Scorpion is in the Sanctum is kind of baffling. The Sanctum is very heavily protected. It's not like they just let random bad guys walk in or burst in. It's protected by magic. Yes, the Hulk came crashing through the window, but he was also sent there by the Bifrost, which is magic. So either it's getting attacked pretty heavily and we're only seeing Scorpion here, but there could be other people with him, or perhaps he attacked from the inside. There was a plot leak that said Doctor Strange was actually holding some multiversal enemies in some type of magical prison in the Sanctum. This leak did say that Peter Parker was hiding out in the Sanctum, but then he accidentally or intentionally releases these villains. So this is also an option. Perhaps they are attacking from the inside because they got out of their prison cell, which Doctor Strange was keeping them in. Or
Right,
perhaps
right.
somehow they got a portal through and entered that way. Either way, it's very interesting that Scorpion, although it is a giant machine of a scorpion, got inside. Perhaps the Scorpion mech is extremely powerful with a lot of firepower, and that's how it got in. But let's not rule out the fact that it could have attacked from the inside, and this could be a Scorpion from a different universe. Now, I know Scorpion was set up in Spider-Man, but that doesn't
like that would be a waste of a setup.
Marvel has set people up before
He's
to
gotta
help
have a
them
Scorpion
not really show
suit,
up.
man.
And this is a multiverse movie, so you never really know. Now, what I would love to see happen
Not
is that
control like a
whether or
big
not
scorpion.
this is Scorpion from our universe
It's a
or another
drone.
universe, this mech, this technology, this huge Scorpion suit that he's been provided, I really want it to be provided to him by Norman Osborn. He is said to be the main
Seems like
villain of
he likes
Spider-Man
green.
No Way Home. And if all of these other villains are attacking Spider-Man, it would be really cool if Norman Osborn was kind of providing them with the means to be able to catch him.
That's why Electro looks more green too.
I mean, that lines up. It's funny. I've been watching Spectacular Spider-Man for the first time. It did have my mind going with hearing that Norman Osborn's going to be in this. In that first season of how you're introducing villains that are being rumored or most likely to appear in Spider-Man No Way Home, Norman Osborn is directly involved with helping to design or create some of these villains. So I'm like, oh, actually, you know what? I started seeing it in my head for live action of how it could be implemented here. Because when I would first hear that, I'm like, okay, it's a little much. But when I started watching, was watching the Spectacular Spider-Man show, I started going, oh wait, no, it's starting to click, starting to really see how it could flow well into it. But all depends on execution of the live action. We'll see.
But we'll have to wait and see what is actually going on. However, these leaks can hold us over in the meantime before we get that first trailer.
Screw it, we don't need a
let me know what
trailer.
you think about these in
Just
the
more
comments
Legos.
down below.
You
Don't forget to subscribe
need a
and hit
trailer.
that notification
We
bell so you
don't.
don't miss out on
We
any
don't
of the
thrive
latest
off
Spider-Man
trailers.
videos. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching.
Cough,
Wolf,
cough.
Wolf.
Way to go, Ward. You're on top of it. Great video, buddy.
Very fun. Very fun.
New spider suit looks sick, looks appealing, looks like classic Sea War.
Excited to play in the Sanctum with my Legos.
Yeah. I just really my weird takeaway is I hope Scorpion has an actual skin suit and not some mechanical
just
Scorpion.
Like a giant Iron Man, essentially.
I don't
but looks
want
like
that.
A scorpion. Yeah.
That doesn't get me excited. Maybe it's a stage 1 Scorpion suit, and by the end, they're like, I built you a suit.
I built it into your nervous system.
Right. No, really.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, what'd you think about these leaks? Leave your thoughts down below. They're not that revealing in terms of like plot. I'm not like, what the hell? You spoiled the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I can imagine he'll go there and this will happen.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably early on in the movie anyway. But guys, leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe to War, subscribe to us, click that bell, hit that like button. I need to go call AAA again. See you guys later.